Are you filming?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so how can I help you?
I'd like to buy a couple of stamps.
Okay, I'll help you, but I don't want to be on camera.
Well, ma'am. Hey, Two Arms fam, welcome back again to another episode. Those of you becoming part of this Two Arms family, appreciate you. Glad to see you back again. We're going to get into this, the obligatory. Of course, we had to do it. We had to, of course, do a post office audit. But it's kind of a 2-for-1. And good chance there's going to be some follow-up. And we're going to have to talk to the postmaster, but I'll let you guys get into it and see how it goes. Like, share, and subscribe. Stick around to the end. I'll see you again.
I'm your best friend, back in town again.
Okay, folks, here we are, Williston, North Dakota. You would think by now that all of the post offices have sent a memo or something, and going into a post office should be very simple these days for an audit. It should be very smooth and nothing should go wrong, but hey, we've all seen these videos even in today's time. After all the audits, they still haven't gotten it everywhere, so I'm hoping today they're going to respect our rights, our First Amendment rights to video record in public spaces and not have a problem with it. Hopefully they'll know what a Poster 7 is, and let's go ahead and take a look and see what happens. But I always like to see Old Glory first, and as far as I know in flag code, post offices are always supposed to have Old Glory flying. But I will find an Old Glory to insert right about here. Hello, Old Glory. Good to see you. Anyways, we're going to go ahead inside and see what we have today, if they're going to respect our rights or not. Let's get our point of view up a little bit higher. Sorry about the wind out there, folks, if there was some. Let's take a look around at our post office. And I'm wondering if notice of reward, firearms, bunch of P.O. boxes over here. Trash can, more P.O. boxes. Kind of looking around to see if we have Poster 7. I don't see it yet. But still got, ooh, that might be it. Another no firearms, notice of reward. There it is. Poster 7. Photography for news, advertising, or commercial purposes. And it's on their wall. As it is pretty much in any post office, folks. Apparently this is a missing person. Anybody knows anything about that? And self-service, we have a kiosk here. Is your package safe to mail? If anybody wants to pause and take a little closer look at that, you're welcome to do so. And we have display boxes here, boxes for you to use. Little mail drop over there. Let's go in and see if we can't buy us a stamp. Ship large for an added charge. Business hours, if anybody wants to know when this post office is open. Attention internal mailers, if anybody wants to pause to try and read that. Yeah, whatever. Just checking all the signs.
You just use the
Looking around.
Your first and last name and the P.O. box number.
Okay.
Okay? I'll get you 2 keys.
Bunch of supplies over here.
What's going on, boss?
Not much.
Having a good time or what?
Yes, very much.
Hell yeah. What's up? Just walking around doing a little audit or what?
Yep. And you would think the memo would be out by now everywhere.
You're the first person I've ever seen do it, actually. So.
But I still see videos, even now, after years of us doing this, where people don't. I do Second Amendment audits too. I don't know if, are you from here?
No.
So the gun shows that are done in like public places like the race at Raymond Center.
You'll
Hold on,
have
I don't want to interrupt your
It's
business.
in the last row.
Okay.
8026. It's down way at the end of the hall there.
The end of the hall.
Yep, thank
You
you.
said just use the box number?
8026.
Yes,
It's at the top there.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yep, thanks.
But what were you saying?
I was just going to tell you real quick, the laws and the statutes, they put up signs saying you can't carry a weapon while you're going into those gun shows. That's actually unlawful. Under that same statute, in the exceptions, is specifically gun shows and antique shows. I've been challenging that, and I'm trying to get them to remove those signs so that we can carry our weapons in those gun shows, which is the law, and we are rightfully able to do so. And actually, it's been a very cooperative conversation. Nobody seems to be bucking it. We just got to get to the point where we get the signs removed. And then hand-to-hand sales would be legal too. If you had a gun to sell, you could walk into the gun show carrying your weapon. If somebody would be like, hey, what do you got? You know, it would be cool if we can get to that point.
All right, boss. Well, good luck.
Have a good one, man.
Can I help you with something, or are you filming?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you filming?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so how can I help you?
I'd like to buy a couple of stamps.
Okay, I'll help you, but I don't want to be on camera.
Well, ma'am, I'm in a public space, and it's absolutely lawful for me to do this.
I'm not saying it isn't, but I have a right to say that I don't want to be on camera.
Well, no, ma'am. You're a public employee. It's okay for you to be on camera.
I don't want to be on camera.
Well, you're working in the public, ma'am. That's kind of part of the deal.
Well, I don't want to be on camera.
Okay, so are you refusing me service because I have a camera in my hand?
Yeah, because I'm being filmed.
Well, that's okay, though. That's our First Amendment right to do so, ma'am.
It's my First Amendment right to
No,
say.
no, ma'am.
No, I can refuse. You can go downtown.
No.
120 East Broadway.
No, ma'am. It's perfectly legal and lawful and okay. Ma'am, the rules for conduct in the post office are actually on your wall. If you would like to read them,
Okay,
there's
so how many stamps do you need?
just three.
3.
3 will do. But there is such a thing as poster 7. It's on your wall right out there, and it states the rules of conduct on this property. And it does explain to you that we can absolutely film in here. Take photographs and video.
Okay, 219.
Have you ever read that poster 7 out there? Do you know where it is? The rules and conducts? Rules of conduct on postal property. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it. Can I have a receipt for that too, please?
Yeah, it's coming up. I have to.
Sorry, most people don't handle cash these days, right?
You have a good day now.
You too. So apparently this employee here at this post office does not understand the rules and regulations. Give me just a second, folks, of this poster 7 that is on the wall here in the lobby of their post office. she does have a misunderstanding of what's legal and lawful and the rules of the post office. So we're gonna finish getting our footage. So ma'am, did you call your postmaster or supervisor?
Yeah, no.
Or did you go read the rules and regulations on the
I was
wall?
helping that gal here.
While you have a minute, would you like to see the rules and regulations?
I gotta do a box. I have to do this right now. So I'll have to catch that in a little bit here.
I just didn't want to leave you thinking we're doing something wrong. I wanted to show you where it's at to make sure you understood, that's all.
No, I get it. Thank you.
All right, folks, what we might do, I think that it made her a little hesitant, but in the end, I think she realized that we are allowed, for sure, to record here. I'm not sure if she did call and ask someone, or maybe she just knew that and just was uncomfortable with the camera. But either way, we might go ahead downtown and visit that post office today as well, just to make sure that they know the rules and regulations, and you know, if they need some training over here possibly, and to let these employees know that we are allowed to exercise our First Amendment rights and film, I'm trying not to say film, to record and take photographs and do our First Amendment protected activities in public. So for today, I imagine that's going to be about it for this post office. We've looked around quite a bit at all the items on the walls, all the things that are available in the lobby, the boxes, PO boxes, you know. I was just waiting a few minutes to make sure that law enforcement didn't get called, because sometimes people do that even though they don't tell you they have. And again, if law enforcement does show up, we never run away, because we're exercising our rights here and doing something that is perfectly lawful. How you doing? And we certainly not only can by rules, but by law and by the First Amendment of the Constitution, can record in public spaces, including post offices and federal buildings, all federal buildings. I think we all know by now that DHS, Department of Homeland Security, has even put out notifications about all federal properties that you absolutely can exercise your First Amendment rights to photograph and video record in lobbies, hallways, corridors, foyers, all publicly accessible areas. And of course, we can't go into private areas, but we can go into any place that is accessible to any other member of the public, of course. All right, guys, we're gonna call this a wrap for today, and we'll see you on the next one. Hey folks, back again. At least here we have Old Glory flying behind us, thank God. How you doing, girl? And the POWMIA. So we were over at the satellite. We were over at the satellite post office on the other side of town here in Williston, North Dakota. Now we're downtown at, I guess, the main post office, and we're gonna go in and make sure they respect our rights here as well, but also see if we can find a supervisor or the postmaster to find out if they're training their employees. The response wasn't terrible at the satellite one we stopped at, but it was a bit off, and maybe we just need some training. We just need people to know that it is okay for us to take pictures and video in our post offices whenever we want. So let's go see how this goes. You would think that by now that all the post offices nationwide would have sent out a memo or something to have all the employees informed of our rights and what we can and cannot do. Oh, cool. I mean, these, just a side note, guys, like these are kind of the newer type of PO boxes. You don't get to see these every day though. These are really cool. I don't know what the age of them, but isn't that cool? Look at the detail in that. That is awesome. And then they have, of course, the bigger ones that are accompanying these older ones. Look at the detail around the edges of those. Isn't that cool? That's awesome. I love seeing older historic stuff like that. I like it better than just new stuff. The history behind it, I'd like to know more. So if anybody watching the video knows more about this, like what year it is, or who knows, maybe we'll find the supervisor or postmaster and ask them if they know more about the history behind these. And let's see if we can, there we go. See if we can give you guys a pause opportunity to maybe be able to read them. I'm not sure how well the camera is picking that up. Here's a lot more of these older ones though. This has been around for a while. If we get a chance, we might ask that question. And of course, flat rate services, packaging, bada bada bada. All the standard stuff. I am not, wait. I didn't stop to look. There it is. What year is this one? Oh, all the way back to 2007. So this has been around for a long time, guys. This is not new. But they do have it on the wall. Sorry, folks, I'm just being quiet while I'm videoing all this.
I've been there multiple times. It's not there.
Right. But if you're not living there, and the last thing they said was forward. How old is your forward?
2 weeks.
Oh.
Hey, isn't that convenient if you forget it?
Hold on.
You can get boxes to wrap things in. I think that's cheating, but
Hey, look, come here.
keep her off.
What's that?
I try, when children are around, I try to keep them off the camera.
Alright. I wasn't too worried about that. I just don't want her breaking all this crap.
I've raised 6 and I got 3 more in the house, man. Mine run everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah, I just had our second just a little bit ago. So. We had that balloon?
We on Real Housewives of the Post Office or what?
No, no, not at all. Real Housewives. I've heard of that show. I don't know it though.
Yeah.
What's the actual title of that show? Real Housewives of some
Beverly
city?
Hills or Sacramento or something.
Okay.
Like that, to that effect.
Yeah, yeah. I've never watched them, but I've heard of them.
Yeah.
Hi. I'd like to buy 2 stamps.
Okay.
And I was wondering if there is a supervisor or a postmaster available by chance.
There's not,
That's
unfortunately.
okay. When would I be able to catch one of them?
The postmaster is out for the week in Minneapolis. The supervisor's usually here in the morning, right when we open. We open at 9 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
That's a good
Like
time to get.
next week, you're saying?
No,
or-
tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
The supervisor, or I
Okay.
can leave a number. Do you want me to have her contact you?
No.
Okay.
I'll stop back.
Okay.
I appreciate it though.
You're welcome. So you needed what?
Two stamps, please.
Okay, we got off and it's like, how many was it?
Yeah, sorry about that.
You're fine. Anything else then?
No, ma'am.
Very nice. Total is $1.46.
There you go. I wasn't sure if it was $2 or $3 I needed for that. Forget the price of a stamp at this
No.
point, honestly.
73 cents.
Is that what
they
it is
are.
now?
Yes, sir.
They still sell penny stamps to bundle with others to.
You don't have to make them up anymore because they're a forever stamp.
Right.
It says it right on there.
Okay.
They go for whatever the current rate is.
Oh, and a
Yeah.
receipt too.
You got it. I'm trying to get rid of the Canadian pin.
I try to collect receipts with them when I get them.
Entertaining little hobby you have there.
Yes, ma'am.
Hold on.
It is. It's actually a hobby that's caught fire nationwide.
That's good.
It just hasn't gotten here until now.
There you go. Have a
Thank
great
you,
day.
ma'am.
See you.
You too.
Can I help you? Hi.
So obviously, folks, all right. So obviously, folks, they have caught on and they do know, and our interaction was great. Kudos to the downtown department. We will stop and see a supervisor or postmaster. Supervisor's out, or the postmaster's out for the week, but supervisor will be here at 9 a.m. We'll try and come back and catch them. But hey, they did great. No problems. Pretty smooth. So it tells me that they do know about the rules. They do know about Poster 7. Maybe the other satellite post office just hasn't been trained yet. So we'll talk to the postmaster and or supervisor and see if we can't get that done. These are so cool. I really do like these old PO boxes. I'm sure that they've been rekeyed in some manner. And I wonder if these letters had something to do with the keying or... All right, folks, from the Williston, North Dakota Post Office, got to give them a pass. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you on the next one and the follow-up. Thanks for following along. Have a great day. Hey, Two Arms fam. So what'd you think of that? Was she a little shy in the beginning? It was an interesting one. But we had some great conversations too, and I think this is going to go well in the end, just as smoothly as it has so far. We're going to go see the postmaster probably next week. I did make an attempt to see a supervisor today. I'm going to try to include at least just a 1-minute clip after this, so stick around. We're going to show you what happened there, small interaction, and please, by all means, get in the comments. Say thank you to these people who are doing it correctly. We don't just want to show interactions where people are upset and calling the police. Don't get me wrong, those are entertaining too, and they're going to happen. But let's be thankful for the people who are doing it right. That is the whole idea of auditing. That is our goal, is to educate ourselves, public employees, each other, and you too, fam. I hope you're here to learn with us and learn your rights, learn how to express your rights appropriately, learn how to exercise your rights, learn what other people should and should not do when you are exercising your rights, so that we're all educated. And then someday, maybe auditing will be out of business because we'll actually be operating correctly out there with our government officials. I would love to see that day come. But for now, Two Arms fam, stick around for one more minute. Thank you for showing up for this again, and we're going to see you again on the next one. We already have more content in the work in the editing room now. We'll see you again soon. All right, folks, we're going to stop by today again and see if we can't talk to a supervisor. I know the postmaster, we were told, is out of town for the week or whatever, but let's see if we can talk to a supervisor and discuss a little bit if we've had some training on Poster 7 and if the satellite, I believe it's called the Badlands station over there, has had some training or maybe needs a little bit of training about Poster 7 and our First Amendment right to record in public. So let's go see what we got.
Okay, all right, thank you.
I think I already heard you say what I was about to ask, is that your supervisor is not here again today.
No.
What was your name again, though?
I'm Brenda.
Because you are going to get tremendous compliments from this.
What is
Well,
it? Oh.
It, when this video goes out, people are going to see that you were very respectful of our rights and that you communicated with us, didn't pay it any mind, and that you did absolutely the right thing. You'll get a lot of compliments, I promise.
well,
So when is the supervisor going to be here, or are they over at the Badlands?
No, she's out delivering mail.
Oh,
We're really
Short-staffed.
very short-handed. That's why I was wondering yesterday if you would like her to call you.
yeah. No, I'll stop back. I'll
Keep
stop
trying.
back. Is she
Okay.
going to be here tomorrow morning? Because
hope
I
so.
think I can come earlier
Okay,
when she's
yeah.
here.
I
Thank
hope
you,
so.
Brenda.
Thank you. You have a good day. I can help you.
I'm your best friend, back in town again.